As I have talked about Charles Darwin in the last video and the theory of natural selection, in today's episode I want to look at the evolutionary characteristics of a specific animal, the Burmese python. The Burmese python lives in grasslands, swamps, or marshes. Swamps and marshes are wet and muddy environments, while grasslands provide area with little visibility and many places to hide from predators and prey. The Burmese python are particularly common in southern Asia, including parts of China, Malaysia, and Thailand. The Burmese python is a large snake that constricts its prey by wrapping its body around it. As you can see in the photo, they are large in size and powerful. They have a triangular head, sharp teeth, and a tail. They have a light tan color throughout their body with patches of dark brown and green from their head to their tail. The Burmese python has little preference in what it eats. It will eat mammals, reptiles, and almost anything else it can find. The python will mainly rely on camouflage to capture its prey, and during the winter it often hides in tree trunks or rocks to preserve warmth when sleeping. The Burmese python belongs to the family Pythonidae, which dates back millions of years. While the exact predecessors of the Burmese python are not known, the researchers still believe that it evolved from a species of python native to the Southeast Asia region. In recent years, the Burmese python has been brought as pets to the new environment like Florida Everglades, where they have grown with uncontrollable speed. A recent report from the US Geographic Survey states that two other constrictors, including a boa constrictor, are also thriving. From an evolutionary perspective, the triangular mouth of the Burmese python allows it to have a bigger surface area for its jaws. Since the Burmese python is a type of constrictor, it will swallow its prey whole. Therefore, the triangular head allows it to exert more significant force to eat its prey. Another characteristic is its size. The Burmese python is one of the largest species of snakes in the world, reaching up to 6 meters in length and weighing up to hundreds of pounds. These physical qualities will allow the snake to overpower its prey and consume larger animals that can provide a python with a lot more energy. Finally, the Burmese python has a characteristic of dark patches and brown scales. This camouflage allows it to conceal itself against predators or to kill unsuspecting prey in its habitat, like dense vegetation or on the forest floor. The Burmese python does not rely on speed or reaction time for hunting. Its style is mainly stealth, camouflage, or ambush. This behavioral adaptation means that compared to the other predators, like alligators, it has a pretty slow reaction time. The Burmese python is more adapted to moving in water or climbing trees than on land. Even with its slow reaction time and speed, the python can still have bursts of movement speed or energy, especially when it is hunting or trying to escape the predator. Another question people sometimes ask is whether the Burmese python is venomous. As we have seen, this species of python is not a venomous snake, but rather a constrictor, meaning that it coils its body around its prey and slowly constricts onto it. The process of constriction gradually stops the blood flow and breathing of its victim, which immobilizes it. After death, the Burmese python is then able to eat its prey without resistance. Another critical aspect of the Burmese python's evolutionary development is its regulation of temperature. Snakes are ectotherms, or cold-blooded animals. At times, species like the Burmese python can shiver to generate heat for their bodies. Oftentimes, the snake will move into the sun or go into an underground tunnel to keep away from the cold wind. Some predators of the Burmese python include Asian tigers, leopards, and alligators. However, in the United States, the python is considered an apex predator. Examples of their prey include rabbits, rats, mice, and squirrels, or even sometimes larger animals like pigs and deer. They are also capable of eating reptiles like lizards and are even known to eat other snakes sometimes. An essential aspect of understanding the evolutionary of a species is to understand the evolution or key characteristics of its main predators. The Asian tiger, for example, is known for its strength and agility. Therefore, when up against the Burmese python, the tiger will aim for vulnerable areas like the head or the neck to take down the python, biting vital areas as well. With a reaction time of only 49 milliseconds, the Asian tiger far outclasses the Burmese python. The leopard is also another predator of the adult Burmese python. Similar to the Asian tiger, the leopard is also extremely agile. However, unlike the tiger, the leopard is able to climb trees very quickly. Since the weight of an adult Burmese python is too heavy, it cannot climb trees. When the leopard does manage to go up to a safe height in a tree, the python therefore loses an advantage, as the leopard can avoid being constricted. Another key aspect of understanding the evolution of a species is to understand the evolution of its prey. As the prey of the Burmese python, both deer and pigs have adapted in many ways. First of all, they became a lot more vigilant and alert to potential predators through their sharp hearing and eyesight. Secondly, animals like deer have adapted to gain longer legs, giving them the ability to outrun the Burmese python on land most of the time. And thirdly, both of these animals often live together in groups in the wild, a strategy that gives them a strengthened position against the Burmese python. Another interesting example of prey is the alligator. When young, the Burmese python will easily fall against it. However, after growing into an adult, the python gains enough size and strength to eventually become a predator of this alligator. You may ask, how has the Burmese python been able to survive the process of natural selection? In their native habitat, the Burmese python has had some difficult predators like the leopard and tiger, which they have adapted to avoid. However, in new environments such as the Florida Everglades, where they were originally brought as pets, the Burmese python has very few predators, which has allowed them to flourish. I hope you enjoyed our look at the evolutionary characteristics of the Burmese python. In my next video, I will examine the broader characteristics of an entire habitat, the desert, to see how species evolve together.